The Black Sea Grain Deal is an agreement between Russia and Ukraine made with Turkey and the United Nations (UN) during the 2022 Russian invasion of Ukraine. The deal was aimed at ensuring the safe transportation of grain and foodstuffs from Ukrainian ports across the Black Sea to countries in need, amid a global food crisis that has been aggravated by the war. The deal was brokered by Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan and UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres in July 2022, after months of negotiations. The deal was initially valid for 120 days, but was extended twice, first for another 120 days in November 2022 and then for 60 days in March 2023. The latest extension was due to expire on May 18, 2023, but Erdogan announced on May 17 that the deal had been extended for another 2 months. The deal involves a Joint Coordination Center, JCC, in Istanbul, composed of officials from Russia, Ukraine, Turkey and the UN. The JCC authorizes and inspects ships carrying grain from Ukraine. The ships have to pass through a maritime humanitarian corridor and undergo 2 inspections, one near Turkey before entering Ukrainian waters and another after leaving them. The deal also covers fertilizer exports from Russia, which have faced obstacles due to Western sanctions imposed on Moscow over its invasion of Ukraine. The deal has been hailed as a rare example of cooperation between Russia and Ukraine amid their conflict, as well as a lifeline for millions of people facing hunger around the world. However, the deal has also faced challenges and criticism from both sides. Russia has accused the West of creating barriers to its agricultural exports and demanded that they be removed. Ukraine has expressed concerns about the security of its ports and the transparency of the inspections. Some analysts have also questioned the effectiveness and sustainability of the deal, given the volatility of the situation in the region. One of the most important aspects of the Black Sea Grain Deal is the role of Turkey, which has been mediating between Russia and Ukraine to ensure the safe passage of Ukrainian ships carrying grain and other food products across the sea. The deal, which was initiated by the United Nations and Turkey last year, has been a lifeline for many countries in Africa, the Middle East and Asia that depend on affordable Ukrainian food supplies. However, the deal has also been a source of tension and uncertainty, as Russia has repeatedly threatened to withdraw from it unless its demands are met. These include the implementation of a separate agreement to facilitate Russian exports of food and fertilizer through the Black Sea, as well as more transparency and cooperation in the inspection of ships by Russian, Ukrainian, and Turkish officials. The recent announcement by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan that Russia has agreed to extend the deal for 2 months until July 22, 2023, after threatening to quit the arrangement unless a list of conditions were met, is a welcome relief for global food security. However, it also raises questions about the sustainability and effectiveness of the deal in the long term. According to Erdogan, the extension was achieved after intensive negotiations with Russian President Vladimir Putin and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. He said that Turkey would continue to play a constructive role in ensuring peace and stability in the region, as well as facilitating humanitarian aid and trade. However, some analysts and officials have expressed doubts about whether Russia is genuinely committed to the deal or is using it as a bargaining chip or a pressure tactic in its wider conflict with Ukraine and the West. They point out that Russia has not shown any signs of easing its military aggression against Ukraine or complying with international law and norms. They also note that Russia has been able to export its own grain through alternative routes, while Ukraine has faced difficulties and delays in accessing some markets due to the war. Moreover, some experts have warned that the deal may not be enough to prevent a global food crisis, as climate change, droughts, pests, and other factors have reduced crop yields and increased food prices around the world. They argue that more comprehensive and long-term solutions are needed to address the root causes of hunger and malnutrition, such as poverty, inequality, conflict, and poor governance. Therefore, while the extension of the Black Sea Grain Deal is a positive development for now, it is not a guarantee for the future. The deal remains fragile and dependent on the political will and goodwill of all parties involved. It also needs to be complemented by other measures and initiatives that can ensure food security and resilience for all people.